My name is Wendy Lawrence, and I'm from Gig Harbor, Washington. So my early inspirations are twofold. I had a special needs brother who wasn't expected to live to the age of 2. He had a malignant brain tumor, and he was frankly a miracle to live to be the age of 52. So he was my inspiration. I was always around special needs people and all the modalities that go along with that, the healing modalities that people use to treat those kind of issues. It was that genesis early on in my life that really inspired me to help others and to be able to help people like him. That is my specialty. I found my way to energy medicine through that early inspiration, as well as my own story of healing myself from long-term depression and its associated issues. And that journey was difficult, but that's the journey that led me to realize that if I can do this for myself, I can help others do this. Being exposed to special needs persons all my life kind of got me thinking in terms of the esoteric and how miracles work and how energy works, because it had always been very scientifically minded, and I kind of found my way from that scientific background into energy healing through my own personal experience as well. I freed myself from long-term depression through the use of energy techniques. But it wasn't until I found NES that I really saw a protocol that blended the perfect blend of scientific versus esoteric in this software. It allows people to see technically what's going on in the body. It allows me to utilize the software to show my animal clients, caretakers, what's going on in the body. It helps to communicate what's going on in the body between the animal and the human. And they're so underrepresented in the healthcare realm, and that I'm honored to work with them. They're souls that they just show up. They don't have the baggage about energy medicine, and they're just so appreciative of the work that we do. It's just so rewarding to work with animals because they just give you so much in return when you help them feel better. So I'm a bioenergetic practitioner. I have a practice primarily focusing on animals and their human caretakers. I primarily work with dogs and cats and smaller animals, and the modalities that I use are primarily NES Health, as well as animal acupressure and animal massage, which all seem to be very complementary modalities. So a hugely successful story of NES Health treatment was a particular dog named TRINA that had come into my clinic with severe allergies, severe chewing. It's so severe that there was open wounds and a cone was necessary to be worn on the dog's neck so that they wouldn't be chewing to their body. They were just so uncomfortable with their own skin. So we immediately did a scan, and within 2 days of that treatment, what came up on the scan was skin and small intestine. So it's completely obvious that we needed to treat the internal as well as the external skin. And within days, there was relief with this animal, with this infoceutical treatment, which was very rewarding for both me and for the animal care team. My specialty is emotions. So my tip to any other practitioner would be to really try to get people to realize that emotions affect our health. Most people don't realize how emotions affect the health. I actually specialize in emotional release. And the fact that most people are really unaware of what the emotions do to the body, I would say to teach clients how to identify emotions that are affecting you for the client and how to acknowledge those emotions as well as to help the client release them, because that is true healing. So yeah, it's hard to give one tip, but I think that would be it, because most people, like I have clients that don't even realize that they're not even in touch with their emotions. They're like, I show them the scan and it just goes over their head. But, they're showing that's one of the beauties of NES is that they do show up on the screen, and they are there and they are affecting the body, and we really need to discuss them, at least acknowledge them, and then they will move past through. That is the true healing. That's how I healed myself, by acknowledging it, just showing up. Well, I wholeheartedly believe that the beauty of the NES scan is the ability for the client to acknowledge what's going on in the body. It's a detailed way and a scientific way to illustrate what's happening within the body. And sharing that between practitioner and client is the true honor. It's a true honor to see the connections that are made, and what NES does is it allows the body to heal itself. So it's a beautiful partnership, and I love sharing it with all kinds of clients. I have human clients as well as animal clients. My typical client are those who tried everything. I welcome those people that have tried everything and want to work with something that's very effective. I have the honor and the ability to dive into the details. My technical mind can go deep, and we can try and solve whatever can't be solved, or hasn't been solved.